Hello everyone, this is Khushbu from Segan Mantras. As a revision activity, I was trying this method with my child today for greater than, less than, and equal to, and found it really good. So thought of sharing it with everybody. So before exactly moving on to greater than, lesser than, we took a box of chocos. You can take anything. So and we had two bowls. So we worked on the the prerequisites, the pre-required concepts before we jump on to greater than, lesser than. So I took a few chocos, put them in one bowl, took another fistful of chocos, put them in the other bowl, and I asked him which one is few and which one is many. He could answer it correctly. Similarly, count the chocos in each bowl, which number is big. So say suppose in this it is 10 and this one is say 35, 45 after counting whatever number it is. We did this with small numbers, which is easy to count. So which is big number, which is small number, then which one is many and few, more, less, which number is higher, which number is lower. Then we also did this with long and short together. So in short, we tried working on all the similar meaning words, and then I've written here on a piece of paper. So this is how I wrote it for him and made him read through, and while I was reading through, we put the signs. So as he was telling me, I went on putting the signs. So more means a bigger one. So to have more, you need to open a bigger mouth. Now this time, instead of talking about the alligator mouth, what I did was, since we are using an edible item here, I told him, if I give you, let me start with a small number, because this is what I mainly wanted to share. So I told him, if I give you just one single piece of chocos, so there is one single piece of chocos, and this side it is 3 chocos, or maybe we can have 5 or 6 chocos. If you have to eat this one, can you open a little tiny mouth? He was like, yes. And if you have to eat this side of bowl, this side bowl's chocos, will you be able to eat with that same tiny mouth? And he was like, no. Then what will you have to do? I will have to open a bigger mouth. And then I gave him the 2 sketch pens, and this all happened just with the things around us. So I had this bowl of chocos with me, the sketch pens were lying there. I just had to get the bowls to get into action. So I told him that you have to make your own mouth. See if you can put a greater than or a lesser than sign. So he went ahead making a sign like this. And then we did many. There were a few, like multiple attempts, in which few came out wrong also, but that was more of musty in between, and intentionally I don't want to give a right answer, but this gives me an assurance that the concept is built well strong now when we have worked with the similar meaning words, and gave him a new concept that you can check with your own mouth if it is an edible item, or if it is anything in your toys also. Say suppose if I give you 4 balls and if I give you 18 balls, will you need a smaller box to keep that or a bigger box? Which side of the balls will need a bigger box, a bigger container? So like that you can try with many different items, but instead of using that alligator mouth all the time, I actually noticed that this was creating a little confusion in his mind, and randomly if I would just ask him someday, he was showing a little bit of confusion, but this method gives me an assurance that probably now the concept is very clear. So that's all about greater than, lesser than, and equal to. You can bring in a lot of variations with things of your child's interest and choice, whatever works for uh, your child. So that's all for now. Thank you very much. Okay, what is Vian holding in hands?
Sketch pens.
Okay, keep them with you. Keep them with you. And what has Mama got in this box?
Makhanas.
Very good. Now, how many in this one bowl?
3.
Count now in this one.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. Can you put the sign with the help of sketch pens?
Equal.
Yes. Very good. Now you change the sign. Okay.
No.
Wait, how much it
Bus.
becomes now?
Bus.
Wait.
Bus.
How many it is now, right now?
4. Array.
Count. How many it is?
5. Array bus.
Count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
And
7.
very good. And how much is this side? How
3.
this? Very good. Now can you change the sign and make it correct? To each which side you will have to open a bigger mouth.
Like this.
Okay.
But
Very good. This is awesome. Okay. Now let's do something little different. Okay. Here I'm putting some makhanas in bowl 1 and bowl 2. Can you tell me which one is...
1,
No,
2.
I don't want counting. I want to know which one is few.
This one is few.
Okay. Can you put the sign how I showed it to you in the book? We discussed, no? We discussed which one is few
Here.
and what sign have you put? What sign have you put?
Greater.
So few is greater.
No.
Then why have you put the wrong sign? Correct it. Correct it. How will it be? How should it be? So to eat many makhanas, you need a
This greater sign.
and bigger mouth to eat it. Okay. If you will open a bigger mouth, you can eat all of these. Give me a high five. Very good.